can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the New Mexico Lobos taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Lobos offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Bubba.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
Offense getting set for first down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, the ground game. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The RPO, it's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Going over the top. He caught it, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, New Mexico! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fairweather. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back. It's Thorne. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Going to the run, it's Hunter. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Boston College.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Henry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And that pass picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Fires to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Pressure coming. And it's picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Henry. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Thorne. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be knocked down. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Thorne. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. Looking left. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. It's a draw. Breaks the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Cobb. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Auburn going to work with another first down. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked.
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Lobos get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Flushed out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. That's caught. It's Lewis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Going for 6. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Coming after him. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Lobos will hustle to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unleashes it on the run. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. And the defense drags him down.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the tailback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Oh, what a move. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are. what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire